Happy Sunday, everybody. So we are rained out of our Alabama spot, so we are in the Woodstock spot. Y'all see our big, like hopes and dreams and goals out there. We love it out there. We miss the work. We love the work. It's so big. But y'all have heard us talk about, like our backyard's the size of a shoebox. Literally, it's like, okay, my wingspan is 6'4". This is a quarter of our backyard. You're gonna see. So this was our first little backyard project.
It was a dirt pit.
It was a dirt pit. We got married, had 4 dogs. The backyard never sees sun. It was all mud. We'll show you. We about 3 years ago decided just to tackle it. No, 4 years ago now. Made a little garden over here, a little vegetable garden. It didn't do well this year because of the rodents, the moles, and the mises, and the chipmunks. The chipmunks, oh god, the mises. The mises are back. Chipmunks, all the little critters killed my freaking garden this year.
We've got so much to do. We have been focusing all of our time on land in Alabama that all of this has overgrown so much. That's what we're going to do is we're going to work on this today.
She's going to work on this today.
I'm going to work on this today because we didn't have any other choice with it. What was it, Hurricane Helene?
Hurricane Helene, the one that wiped out west side of North Carolina and the panhandle of Florida. We all know what it is. It rained on our property. It's a muddy mess over there, so she's going to work on the little backyard.
Give you guys something to watch. And you guys get to see where we live in the meantime.
Cool. Let's go.
Alright, so I just found out that my garden gloves have been tossed because they had a bunch of wetness and furry stuff growing on the inside of them from just being outside. So I'm back to my utility gloves. This should be fun with thorns. So as y'all can see, we usually sit right here. And we have this little border wall. And we don't really see what's on the other side of that. It used to be a beautiful rose garden. And we just haven't been doing anything with it. I want you to take a look. It's freaking hideous. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at all the weeds that have overgrown. Oh, I'm gonna have to work on this today. Big time. I don't even know what that little vine is. We have all these little vines that I planted. And boy, they have really taken up root here. I gotta cut those guys back. All right, wish me luck.
That bush got to go. So the reason we're trying to expand into Alabama because this is our backyard over here, a little bitty. But like just in the backyard, you just look up and boom, there's 7 houses and like 10 backyards and all the things in between. We do love Woodstock. Don't get me wrong. I built my business here, we raised our family here. We love Woodstock. But it's getting smaller.
Okay, so I definitely got it cleaned out a lot better. And I know it looks awful, but I'm telling you, we do this every year. We just cut them back to nothing and they overgrow like crazy. But look at all of that. And that is awful because it's just full of thorns. I'm already cut up and they got little poison in the thorns, so they're like swollen and itchy. I really need garden gloves. That would have been a plus. John's going to get some firewood and we are going to burn that in that little tiny fire pit over there, guys. So I'm going to try my hand at like manually cutting these up into smaller pieces to fit them in our little bags. Know how it's going to go. I'm sorry about the camera. We are on a slope in our backyard. the life of a dog. What a sweet thing that must be. Ain't that right, Tutti Baldo? Baby got firewood.
Here we have to buy it because we don't have any trees.
So after 3 bags of thorns, I think I'm pretty much done. I just have a little bit left over. I'm just gonna blow that right back off into the garden.
So throughout our backyard journey of building stuff, this spot was just all mud. It was all mud as far as you could see. And there was like a mountain of roses here. That was like, God, it was like 25 years old. It was like 10 foot tall, 15 foot off the fence. It was huge. We had our friend Marissa come and cut it down. We all of a sudden learned we could see all the way down the hill. Now, I like my neighbors. My neighbors seem to like me. However, let me clean the camera. That's better. However, I didn't feel the need to have to see my neighbors while I'm out here just cooking or hanging out with family, whatever. So, I used to be a carpenter before I was an electrician. I built all this. Got the wall, the retaining wall. This is it's a 12 foot by 8 foot lattice fence. Power run into it, got the fountain all wired in all the way up to the house because I'm an electrician. And then we have the outdoor 65-inch TV. Well, excuse me, it's an indoor TV with an outdoor cover. You can spend the $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 for an outdoor TV if you so desire. But I can tell you from experience, that TV was bought 4.5 years ago. And it's been outside the entire time. It's been rained on. It's all the heat, all the hail, all the winds, all the stuff with a $40 Amazon canvas cover. It's probably like 60 bucks now because inflation. A cheap Amazon cover and an indoor TV. If the TV lasts, say I was to buy 10 of them as they die. Huh? Try it at your own risk. But even if it dies, I could buy 10 more of these and have them last 40 years as opposed to the cost of one outdoor TV. This is a little clip of our yard. It's cute. We made the best with what we had. Got a fire pit, dogs, TV, got the little rose garden back there. This is all AstroTurf. Got it before inflation, so it was expensive, but not like crazy expensive. Got the landscape lights on the trees because hashtag electrician. There's one on every one of the trees. We have them in the retaining wall. We got lights up on top, one for the grill section, and then some up here to light the yard. It's really pretty. Built up a little raised vegetable garden. Did really, really well last year and the year before. This year, the animals got to it, and pretty much the only thing that survived were some jalapenos and tomatoes. This is our little slice of paradise.
And there's my Bigfoot. Had John make that when I first met him, and he's just been hanging out here since. And of course, had to put a sign out on one of the trees. I got my favorite, Jack Skellington. John got that for me for, I think, an anniversary present. And that little guy, we found him at I think like an antique store. And we just painted the welcome sign black on it so you can see it a little better. Our yard's a mess, but our rock bed has been overcome with grass. I'm gonna try to get that out of there now too. Gosh, they're so lazy. But she's my favorite tooth. You got to go. You got to go too. You got to go. You got to go. I definitely got to go. All right, so I did a lot of work in the backyard. John helped a little bit.
No, I didn't. I got firewood and moonshine.
And you moved a bag for me.
I moved a bag.
Yeah, and you watched. You got me watching.
Moral support.
Yeah. I'll give it a last view of the yard. It doesn't look great, but at least having a weekend here, it was able to get done. Because if we would have gone to Alabama, it would not have.
It would have been neglected like it's been neglected for the last
months.
Since we got Alabama.
Months.
As long as the rain holds off next weekend, we'll be back out there for some more fresh homesteading backwood content. But in the meantime, we hope you like the backyard and you get to see our little piece of heaven while
Our little
we're here.
mini oasis.
Our little mini oasis, our little slice of the pie. But we're going to be in the backwoods soon enough.
I hope so.
Thanks for watching us take another long way home.